Is it all is it is it all theater, the Oscars? Is it so white and unfair? Or are we in love with the Oscars and we love it when we win the Oscars? Chad Boseman got nominated. God rest his soul. It's like they use Chad as like their little PR campaign to get more people to watch the Oscars, because people weren't really interested in watching the Oscars because we're like in the pandemic and shut down. Like, you just knew he was going to win, just like they did for Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger won his posthumous award, right? And they kind of set it up the same way, and everybody just knew he was going to get this thing. So why, when the black man has gone on to glory and gives that glorious performance that he gives in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, could nothing beat that, okay? Could nothing beat that. It went to Anthony Hopkins. Now, I love Anthony Hopkins. And I will see this movie that he won this Oscar for. Because apparently I have not learned my lesson from many years ago when I spoke for the news and lent my opinion to the Oscars, and that I was glad that certain people won, even though I didn't watch any of the movies. And I have done so again. I was upset saying that I believe Chadwick Boseman should have won that Best Oscar award posthumously. Just as Heath Ledger won his posthumous Oscar, his was for Best Supporting. Okay, now, remember that. Best Supporting Actor. But just the fanfare and the publicity around it, you knew it was just kind of like just setting it up for Heath to win, and he won. And they did the same thing with Chadwick Boseman, but he did not win. Anthony Hopkins won for The Father. And he wasn't there for the Oscars to accept his award, and the awards ended very strangely. Joaquin Phoenix looked like perplexed, like, what do I do now? Like, he was almost ready to accept that award, to probably have Chad's wife accept the award and give a speech, but that didn't happen, and so it was a bit of a fail. And I made some commentary on Judas and the Black Messiah, which I had not seen until now. I saw The Father, and my God, Anthony Hopkins was amazing. This was impeccable work. I'm less mad that he won. Now, he wasn't there to accept the award, but those were very pandemic-y times. Very pandemic-y times. So you can't blame the man for, he's a man of a certain age. So he's not going to come out and travel for everything, even if it is the Oscars. To me, I thought that Chadwick should have been placed in the Best Supporting Role category. And that now that I've seen Judas and the Black Messiah, those two fine actors, Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield, they should have been placed in the Best Actor category, because they were like co-leading men in that movie. Many remember the movie Amadeus, and I was super young when Amadeus came out, but and I remember rewatching that movie as an adult and just thinking it was just so amazing. But the two men in that movie, F. Murray Abraham, who plays Salieri, if you have never seen Amadeus, I highly, 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 highly recommend it. Tom Hulce, or Hulsey, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Hulce. And they were both up for the Oscar. Who won it? F. Murray Abraham, and well deserved. Okay, I love F. Murray Abraham. They were both nominated for the best lead, but F. Murray Abraham won. And so I feel like that should have happened with Lakeith and Daniel for Judas and the Black Messiah. But I don't know. It seemed like the politics got tricky with the Oscars because of Chadwick Boseman. I don't think they would have beaten that Anthony Hopkins performance. That was an amazing performance. Chadwick definitely would have won if he was in Best Supporting. I apologize, Anthony Hopkins. Welcome to Sulz Says, where we jump to conclusions and make our opinions and then seek the facts later and repent. I'm only human, of flesh and blood.